The books that the world calls immoral are books that show the world its own shame. You will always be fond of me. I represent to you all the sins you never had the courage to commit. Experience is merely the name men gave to their mistakes. To define is to limit. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. Nowadays people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. There is only one thing in the world worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. I am too fond of reading books to care to write them. Behind every exquisite thing that existed, there was something tragic. Children begin by loving their parents. As they grow older they judge them. Sometimes they forgive them. When one is in love, one always begins by deceiving oneself, and one always ends by deceiving others. That is what the world calls a romance. Never marry at all, Dorian. Men marry because they are tired, women because they are curious. Both are disappointed. Some things are more precious because they don't last long. Humanity takes itself too seriously. It is the world's original sin. If the caveman had known how to laugh, history would have been different. Live. Live the wonderful life that is in you. Let nothing be lost upon you. Be always searching for new sensations. Be afraid of nothing. Nothing can cure the soul but the senses. Just as nothing can cure the senses but the soul. Every portrait that is painted with feeling is a portrait of the artist, not of the sitter. The world is changed because you are made of ivory and gold. The curves of your lips rewrite history. Laughter is not at all a bad beginning for a friendship, and it is by far the best ending for one. There is no such thing as a moral or an immoral book. Books are well written or badly written. That is all. Whenever a man does a thoroughly stupid thing, it is always from the noblest motives. The basis of optimism is sheer terror. You must have a cigarette. A cigarette is the perfect type of perfect pleasure. It is exquisite, and it leaves one unsatisfied. What more can one want? Never love anybody who treats you like you're ordinary. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. Experience is simply the name we give our mistakes. True friends stab you in the front. Experience is one thing you can't get for nothing. It takes a great deal of courage to see the world in all its tainted glory, and still to love it. Nowadays people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. We are all in the gutter. But some of us are looking at the stars. I don't want to go to heaven. None of my friends are there. They've promised that dreams can come true, but forget to mention that nightmares are dreams too. Consistency is the last refuge of the unimaginative. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. There is no sin except stupidity. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. The public is wonderfully tolerant. It forgives everything except genius. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Between men and women, there is no friendship possible. There is passion, enmity, worship, love, but no friendship. Men always want to be a woman's first love. Women like to be a man's last romance. Who, being loved, is poor. One should always be in love. That is the reason one should never marry. A man can be happy with any woman, as long as he does not love her. When a man has once loved a woman, he will do anything for her except continue to love her. Hatred is blind, as well as love. Women love us for our defects. If we have enough of them, they will forgive us everything, even our gigantic intellects. Ordinary riches can be stolen, real riches cannot. In your soul are infinitely precious things that cannot be taken from you. We are specially designed to appeal to a sense of humor. The mystery of love is greater than the mystery of death. A work of art is the unique result of a unique temperament. Its beauty comes from the fact that the author is what he is. The only thing that one really knows about human nature is that it changes. Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live, it is asking others to live as one wishes to live. The thing is, according to the mode in which one looks at it. Experience, the name men give to their mistakes. Life is much too important a thing ever to talk seriously about it. Where there is sorrow there is holy ground. A dreamer is one who can only find his way by moonlight, and his punishment is that he sees the dawn before the rest of the world. The one duty we owe to history is to rewrite it. In this world, there are only two tragedies. One is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read in the train. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does, and that is his. The good ended happily, and the bad unhappily. That is what fiction means. If I am occasionally a little overdressed, I make up for it by being always immensely overeducated. I hope you have not been leading a double life, pretending to be wicked and being good all the time. That would be hypocrisy. I hate people who are not serious about meals. It is so shallow of them. In matters of grave importance, style, not sincerity, is the vital thing. I never change, except in my affections. I am sick to death of cleverness. Everybody is clever nowadays. Never speak disrespectfully of society, Algernon. Only people who can't get into it do that. To be natural is such a very difficult pose to keep up. I could deny it if I liked it. I could deny anything if I liked it. Oh. I don't think I would like to catch a sensible man. I shouldn't know what to talk to him about. Indeed, no woman should ever be quite accurate about her age. It looks so calculating. I don't like novels that end happily. They depress me so much.